Oh, the difference a year makes. At this time last year, Auburn clinched a share of the SEC regular season championship, their first conference title since 1997. They shared that title with Tennessee, who the Tigers faced today in their last regular season game. The Tigers could not repeat as conference champs, but they could keep the number 5 Vols from doing so. Senior day on the Plains for 4 Tigers, including 3 starters, Malik Dunbar, Horace Spencer, and all-time three-point king Bryce Brown. And that's where we start. Brown knocks down the tray 25-21 midway through the first half, and he's yelling at his team to get back on defense. It doesn't work. Yeah, Tennessee misses the layup, but the putback dunk is good, and the Vols go back up by 6. But the Tigers get the defensive thing worked out here with the double team. It leads to a Jared Harper steal and the basket. That cut the Tennessee lead to 6, and that's what they led by at the end of the first half. Tennessee dropped 41 in the first half, and they would stay hot, specifically from the three-point line. Admiral Schofield leading the troops, 54-48 Vols up. But Auburn ain't going away. Javon McCormick, not a name you hear very often, gives Auburn a 61-59 lead with less than 10 minutes to go. Just their 3rd lead of the game, and they would add to it. Who other than Bryce Brown on the assist from Jared Harper? Tigers jump out to a 5-point lead with 6:30 left. Brown was doing his thing, and so was Tennessee's big fella, Grant Williams, and one. Free throw good. He dropped a game-high 25. We're tied at 69. Once again, the Tigers respond. This time it's Brown to Harper, and Auburn has a 3-point lead with 3 minutes to go. Tigers up 6 now until this. Admiral Schofield once again buries a 3, his 3rd of the game, to keep his team within 3. That was their 9th 3-pointer for the Vols, but Auburn hit lucky number 13, and boy was it lucky. The block goes right to Samir Dowdy, who nails the tray to put this one out of reach as Auburn beats Tennessee 84-80, their first win over a top 5 team since 1995. So where does this win at Auburn Arena rank for Bryce Brown?
3, I feel like. So I'll say 1 is winning the SEC title, and then go back to my freshman year when we stormed the floor against Kentucky, and I'll put this probably number 3. Yeah. I feel like it was just very memorable. I had a lot of memorable moments here at Auburn, and Auburn has made me grow as a person. Has taught me a lot, and I just want to keep this thing rolling. Yep.
And we're going to keep this thing rolling by talking about Auburn football. There has not been an Auburn quarterback drafted in the NFL since Cam Newton went number 1 overall in 2011. But Jarrett Stidham will break that streak this year. The question is, how high will he go? CBS Sports ranks Stidham as the number 8 overall QB and the 132nd best player, which would mean an early 5th-round pick. He, along with 10 other Tigers, took part in Pro Day yesterday in front of NFL scouts and general managers, including Eufaula native and LA Rams GM Les Snead. The Tigers had a less than ideal season in 2018, but Stidham turned heads during Senior Bowl week back in January and did so again during his Pro Day workout.
He can really spin the ball. I think this day helped him. I think, he's proven he can be successful, got mobility. So I think his career in the NFL is going to be probably similar to not last season, but the previous season at Auburn.
Yeah, I just wanted to show guys that I'm able to do all the footwork, all the different dropbacks, whatever it may be, and then obviously rip it around a little bit and make every throw.
Auburn has not lost at home this season. Today was the best chance for that to happen because the Tigers were hosting number 12 Kentucky and playing without their center Austin Wiley. So that means they got to have a big game from this guy, Bryce Brown, the all-time leader in 3-pointers. Early in the first half, Tyler Hero drives and drops it off to Reed Travis for the jam. Wildcats up 8-4. Tigers down by 4 until number 4 Malik Dunbar nails the corner 3. The Tigers trail by 1. Then we have 5:30 left in the first half. Jared Harper, going to call his own number, goes ISO and nails the 3 in the face. He had 9 points in the first half. After a Tigers turnover, Ashton Haggins finds Hero wide open for the 3. That goes in. Kentucky ended the first half on a 9-0 run and led 35-27 at the break. Wildcats came out swinging in the second half, leading by as many as 17, and then Bryce Brown went off. Hits the 3, gets fouled. The 4-point play cuts the Kentucky lead to 11. 7 minutes left in the game. Brown, still feeling it from distance, hits another 3, and it's now 66-60 Kentucky. 4 minutes left in the game. The Tigers get the board. Jared Harper finds Brown. What can Brown do for you? This one, he gets you 6 3-pointers and 28 points. Wow. The Cats, they stayed ahead, though, thanks to Tyler Hero. He nails another 3-pointer to put Kentucky back up by 6, and he finished with 20 points. Fast forward to 24 seconds left in the game. Hero hits 2 big free throws to put Kentucky up 81-80, so Auburn has a last chance shot to go in. Jared Harper, the ball rattles in and out, and Auburn can't come back. They lose 82-80.
We fouled them too much, sent them to the foul line way too much. This is the 4th straight SEC game where we've had a deficit when it came to getting to the foul line. We've got to finish more physically ourselves.
I knew when I was able to get bombed that I had the angle. I feel like when I shot it, I put it in the right place on the backboard, and it just didn't go in. Simple as that.
I mentioned the Tigers were without center Austin Wiley, and it made a big difference because UK outscored Auburn by 14 in the paint. Next up, Tigers travel to South Carolina on Tuesday. Meanwhile, 3 teams in the top 10 of college basketball lost this week, and Alabama could make that 4 by beating number 3 Tennessee in Knoxville, but that's no easy feat because they've won 18 games in a row at home. Crimson Tide have a chance to beat a top 5 team for the first time since December of 2017. We have liftoff. Admiral Schofield alley-oop to Yevs Pons. Great names, great start for Tennessee. Then Grant Williams on the assist from Jordan Bowden. The Tide trailed by 12 at the end of the first half. But then John Petty cuts into that lead. All 3 of these, the Tide only down by 4. Petty again from 3. The game is tied at 55. He had 30 points with 9 minutes still left in the game. But Tennessee has the Admiral on the offensive. And 1, the free throw is good. The Vols lead again by 2. Tide retake the lead, but the Admiral won't let his team down. The floater goes, and we're tied at 65 with just under 3 minutes left. Then Dante Hall rejects Schofield this time, but the lucky bounce goes to Williams, who puts it back in. Vols up 3, under a minute left. 11 seconds left. Bama down 1. You want Petty to have it, but he's called for traveling. He scored 0 points in the last 9 minutes, and Tennessee holds on to win 71-68. We'll have a final check of your forecast right after this. Last year, Stanton Shore became the first golfer from Columbus to win the Southeastern Amateur since 2003. Today, his friend and former Columbus High teammate Ben Carr had a chance to do the very same and possibly make history. More on that in a bit. Carr already made history yesterday by shooting a 61, the lowest round in the tournament's 90-year history. He led by 8 shots entering the final round. Will Chandler from Georgia trying to close the gap, sinks this long putt for birdie on 10. But on the next hole, Carr gets it back with this birdie. If he pars the next 7 holes, he can break the record for the lowest score in tournament history for 4 rounds. But he doesn't just settle for par. Look at this beautiful shot on 12. Rolls down the hill just a few feet from the pin. He would sink the birdie putt there as well. Jump ahead to 18, Carr, still well out in front, but coming in second was Columbus State's Jordan Doole. He finished 11 under, but the day and the entire 4-day tournament belonged to the Columbus kid, Ben Carr. He knocks down the putt on 18 to finish 19 under for a total of 261, which breaks a 90-year tournament record. And this win comes 3 months to the day his dad passed away.
Ever since I started playing golf, he was the man. Took me to every tournament, taught me how to play the game. He was my swing coach. You name it, he was that guy. I don't know, just kind of speechless. Like I said, March 15th, 3 months ago, was the day he passed away. So I just felt like I had a little bit of destiny on my side. There were just some putts that I just knew were going in, or some shots I knew I was going to hit well. Like, I don't know, I just knew, like, just had a feeling, and every time it worked out just like that.
And get this, his brother was his caddy and his mom was there to watch on as her son made history. Congrats to Ben Carr. Meanwhile, more than 100 kids came out to the first ever Rashawn Evans football camp. The Tennessee Titans linebacker played at Auburn High before playing for 4 years at Alabama, where he won 2 national championships. Evans was taken by the Titans in 2018 with the 22nd overall pick in the first round. Last season, Evans played all 16 regular season games for the Titans and totaled 53 tackles. He took part in drills with the kids and had this to say about why it's so important for him to come back home and offer this free camp.
You know, I'm in the position that I am now. I got an opportunity to come back and give these kids some, some knowledge that they wouldn't normally get from the average person. So just the fact that I had this opportunity and being able to come back to my hometown, which I was born and raised. I've always loved to give back to the community. I feel like this is one of the best ways. And number one thing that as far as starting to give back to the community, I'm gonna do it right here with this camp.
You can catch that full interview with Rashawn on our website, wrbl.com/sports.